Okay, what you looking at right now is last night's missile attack on Israel. Now, from what I understand, from what the news coverage is saying, that Israel went in with a mission with the United States and England, and they went into Iran, and they were doing some type of missions, blowing stuff up, from what I do know. But when I seen this imagery last night, it's the only couple of things that I can say. You know what I'm saying? I can sit up here and tell you about rumors of war, but it's no longer rumors, because when I seen both of these presidents going at it, that I can't pronounce his name right, Netanyahu, however you say that man's name, you know what I'm saying, however you say his name, I seen him gassed up talking to the president of Iran, and I'm just sitting here wondering in my head, like, dude, you a little tiny country, what power do you really think that you have in the world to start a conflict with a big country? It's one thing to sit up there and beat up on your brother next door. Look at the state that Palestine is in right now. Just look at it. This is Palestine right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? This is all the damage that Israel did. Hold up. I got more. Hold on. There's more. All right, that's the current state of Palestine right now. So I don't understand. Okay, are you the people of the Bible, or if you not, are you not? You know what I'm saying? The people of the Bible, it says when they return into their homeland that the Lord would be on earth. This is already one flag. Strike one. That's one flag. We don't see Jesus nowhere. It is written that when the people of Israel return back by God, not by man, you know what I'm saying, by God to their home country, that there will be peace on earth. Do you see any peace on earth? Okay, that's strike number two. Strike number three, that the world would beat their plowshares and they will beat their swords into plowshares, because it's only gonna be farming. I don't see that. All I see is war and divination. So when you ask people like me, who do I think the children of Israel are? I told you, I am the true children of Israel. You know what I'm saying? All my people here in North America were part of the 12 tribes. Now, none of this is following into prophecy. It's only one prophecy that's lining up to what's going on. Let's see more.
بسم الله توكلنا على الله. بسم الله توكلنا على الله.
For a moment, I want to address you, the people of Iran. I want to do so directly, without filters, without middlemen. Every day, you see a regime that subjugates you make fiery speeches about defending Lebanon, defending Gaza. Yet every day, that regime plunges our region deeper into darkness and deeper into war. Every day, their puppets are eliminated. Ask Muhammad Dev. Ask Nasrallah. There is nowhere in the Middle East Israel cannot reach. There is nowhere we will not go to protect our people and protect our country. With every passing moment, the regime is bringing you, the noble person.
I don't even think that they would have the right footing to say something like this unless, hold up.
To the abyss. The vast majority of Iranians know their regime doesn't care a whit about them.
So if America wasn't supplying Israel with all of its nuclear capabilities, and damn it, I don't think that they would be on a right standing to be able to say something like that. If you didn't have NATO, if you didn't have the United States of America backing you, it'd be no way in hell that Israel could take up an open fight with Iran. Now, we just seen, hold on.
If it cared about you, it would stop wasting billions.
So I don't think that it's good that Israel would pick a fight with Iran like that. I don't think that's good. And if you're supposed to be a nation that believe in Jesus Christ, and you believe in the Talmud and the Tanakh, and you believe in the 5 books of Moses, you know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to love your neighbor? You know what I'm saying? What, you just got into a fight with Palestine, and that cost millions and billions of dollars, to where it was all that death and destruction. It was so much destruction in Palestine that the people fled and came over here and started begging us for money, being in the highways and the byways, chanting free Palestine. And now you already actively engaged in another war with a country that have nuclear capabilities. And even the Iranians are so sophisticated that they was even in a space race. They was, at one point, they was trying to send up rockets to go into outer space, just like all of the nations that was trying to come out of being a third world country. They was trying to build up their technology and stuff. But we just had Iraq. We was just in Iraq for 30 whole years. Am I wrong? We were just in Iraq and Desert Storm and all of that stuff for 30 plus years. We was over there. All our tax money went up over there. Now with how big Israel is actually going to war with Iran, and then you're going to ask us for all our help in it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to ask for America help, because you cannot do this by yourself. If you did not have America bagging you, you would not have a military might and weapons to be able to take on Iran. I remember when I seen them in the news, and they was going at it, you know what I'm saying? They was going at it. And I was thinking in my head, like, wow, like Israel, that little country, to sit up there and try to go to war with Iran. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why?
Billions of dollars on feudal wars across the Middle East. It would start improving your lives. Imagine if all the vast money the regime wasted on nuclear weapons and foreign wars were invested in your children's education and improving your health care and building your nation's infrastructure.
That sounds like a hypocrite to me, because you just came out of a war with Palestine. You was just blowing up Palestine and having Palestine blow y'all up. That just happened. That wasn't 5 years ago. That wasn't 10 years ago. That was 8 months ago. That was 9 months ago. That was last year. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happened to the war against Palestine, you just obliterated those people, annihilated them. They all got out they land. You know what I'm saying? You just went to war. Why? My question is, if you just came out of war, why would you be plunging your country back into war all over again? Another question, if you didn't have the United States of America's military capabilities of our technology, would you be able to stand up against Iran? It does not sound like thou shalt not kill. Remember, this is a Tanakh. This is what they say they believe in. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet the neighbor's wife. Thou shalt not covet your neighbor's goods. Those are the commandments in the Tanakh that they should be following. I am the Lord your God. You shall love me with all your heart and all your soul, and have no one over me. Thou shalt not take the name of your Lord thine God in vain. Thou shalt keep the Sabbath holy. So it's Sunday and you blowing people up. It doesn't seem like they're following after Jesus, because Jesus ain't gonna have you going to war like that. He ain't gonna have you blowing up your neighbor. He ain't gonna have you coveting your neighbor's land. Okay, now when Palestine was fighting against Israel, wasn't that over land? That was over land, was it? Am I wrong? You know what I'm saying? You know I'm telling you the truth. And that still falls under, thou shalt not covet your neighbor's possession. Palestine, you know what I'm saying? That was Israel covering their neighbor's possession. The land. That's what the whole damn war was over. So it doesn't seem like you following after the words of God, or you would not go to war. You would try to keep the peace going.
Also want to spread jihad throughout the region, but they mainly want to survive, and they are incredibly unpopular. So I have to underscore this for every viewer, Kelly. The majority of the people of Iran hate the regime, and there's always a little bit of a equation where if you weaken them enough, but maybe don't humiliate the Iranian people, that could foment revolution in Iran, and that would be a very good thing. Because post-Islamic Republic Middle East would be a far better region for the world and as a part of the West.
Well, there has been that question hanging in the air. Could this lead to a regime change? A big one at the end of all of this. You know, these nuclear facilities that Israel's targeting, they're spread all across Iran, as you know. What will it take militarily and intelligence-wise to completely decimate Iran's nuclear program? Is it possible?
To be honest with you, I don't think Israel is capable. There are very.
I don't think, you know what I'm saying, you heard what they saying, but that's a little tiny country with only so many people. You know what I'm saying? How you going, okay, you can wage war, but they're not relying on manpower to go into an open battle with guns. That's not happening. They up over here lobbing missiles at each other from across. It takes 27 hours for a missile for you to fly to either or. You know what I'm saying? If you was in that region to Israel to Iraq, I want to say Iran. You know what I'm saying? It's only it's not that far from each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's your neighbor. Shouldn't you be trying to get along with your neighbor? You know what I'm saying? That's your neighbor. That's okay. Palestine was your neighbor, but these people are your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think it'll be a fight like that. I don't think they have enough people and enough bombs. I don't think they got enough missiles. I don't think they got enough anti-missile war crafts and shields. I don't think they got enough of that. You know what I'm saying? To be able to go to a real war with that country like that. I just don't see it like that. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but I don't think so.
پاسخ مشروع و قدرتمند جمهوری اسلامی ایران دشمن را از اعدام محمقانه خود پشیمان خواهد کرد. فرموده بزرگوار ما هر پرچمی از دست سرداری بیفتد دست توانای سردار دیگری آن را برداشت و به میدان میآید. جمهوری اسلامی ایران همان اندازه که برای صلح و آرامش در جهان منطقه همه تلاش خود را به کار بست و آمادگی کامل خود را برای گفتگوهای طولانی به اطمینان آفرینی برای جهان در جهت صلح طلبی اثبات کرد در پاسخ به تجاوز و دفاع مشروع از
Like, that's the ambassador of Israel right there. But check it though. Okay, now they sitting there saying, oh, hands down, we gonna wipe this out. You know what I'm saying? But then you need foreign allies to be able to do your work. If you don't have foreign allies, if you don't have England, if you don't have Britain, if you don't have NATO, if you don't have America, then how would you be able to wage war? We just went to war with the other side of that country for 30 whole years, and we didn't do no progress. It wasn't nothing that we really did over there like that. From what they said weapons of mass destructions. We went up over there, was no weapons found. You know what I'm saying? But we was still occupying that land. You know what I'm saying? You seen how sad it was when we pulled our militaries out of that land, how the people, they was trying to run, try to climb on side of the airplane. Hold up, there's 50 people hanging off the side of a damn airplane. What's going on in that country like that?
Did you warn President Netanyahu against taking some sort of action to disrupt the talks there?
Well, I'd like to be honest. Yes, I did. Next question, please. I did.
The nuclear plants at Natanz and an international airport in the city of Tabriz. Much of Iran's military leadership was also taken out. Today, Iran's mission to the UN called it a declaration of war. Iranians took to the streets in protest, and Iran's president promised a powerful response. Right now, Israel is expanding its sweeping and unprecedented assault on Iran and its nuclear program.
ما در منطقه آغازگر هیچ جنگی نخواهیم بود حتی با آمریکا اما اگر جنگی علیه ما بخواد شروع بشه پاسخی بسیار قاطع خواهیم.
And they did. They really did. You seen, I'm going to play it again at the end of it. You know what I'm saying? But they did, you know what I'm saying? And with all the new weaponry and the anti-missile, anti-warcraft, all that stuff, ballistic missiles, all that stuff that they got, them missiles still hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? They still hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? So how many missiles? I think they shot off like 150 ballistic missiles at that place like that. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong on the number, but I'm pretty sure it was a big number. They said at least like 5 of them touched down. So it don't really matter. It don't really matter what you have in defense. You know what I'm saying? As far as in the nuclear capabilities of another country, it only take a couple, you know what I'm saying, to touch down. So my question is, where's the peace talk? You know what I'm saying? Where is the peace talk at? You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no peace because they want to go to war with each other. They really do. You know what I'm saying? They want to go to war with each other and see who gonna win. That's what they want.
من در مذاکرات امروز بر این نکته تاکید کردم که اگر ما شاهد برخی از تنش‌ها هستیم، ریشه این تنش‌ها برمیگرده به جنگ اقتصادی آمریکا علیه ملت ایران و هر زمانی که این جنگ متوقف بشه ما شاهد تحول بسیار مثبتی در منطقه و جهان خواهیم بود.
So what did the president of Iran said? He said he's going to go to war with us because we're helping them. You know what I'm saying? That's what he's saying. And once more again, the common American citizen, we ain't got nothing to do with all of this, but we thrown into it. We just automatically thrown into it because our governors and our people in high places, they want to put us in wars that have nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? And those two countries of all places just came out of wars, got internal fights inside. Like Iran got internal fights. Remember what the news said? The people, the population really don't like the people who's in power. Okay, that's a given. They got to own eternal fight. So instead of taking care of their country and worrying about their country, they want to start war with a whole nother country. Okay, now look at Palestine. Look at Israel. Israel just beat the shit out of Palestine. And now you want to go back to war with a whole nother country that can actually put their hands up and fight against you. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want? I don't get it, family. I don't get it. It's true what the book of Revelation said. It said the land will be trampled down underfoot until the day of the Gentile is fulfilled. That's what now that's what the Bible says. The land will be trampled underfoot, destroyed until the day of the Gentile is fulfilled.